Everyone, welcome to our up and coming Inquirers presentation. We're recording this for you in case you'd like to watch it again, or if you weren't able to attend our presentation in person. I'm Dr. Lana Tatum Headley. I'm the principal at Dundee Elementary Academy.
And I am Monica Crosswaite. I am the assistant principal at Dundee Elementary Academy, and our emails and cell phone numbers are on the screen now. Please program them into your phones.
So the first thing that we would like for you to do is to visit our website. I'm sure you've already visited, but please spend some time to get to know our teachers, learn about our school, and our program of inquiry is our curriculum here at Dundee Elementary Academy. So this is the website for our school. We do have a very active Facebook page where we post all of our events and newsletters and things that are happening throughout the school day. So please follow our Facebook page and visit our website.
Materials and tours. So we do have summer learning bags for you to take with you that we will give out at the end of our presentation, that we gave out at the end of our presentation. And we also have some in the front office. If you miss the event, just contact the front office and they can set it up for you to pick up the materials. And if you would like a tour, you can contact the office to schedule the tour. But we will not be scheduling it the first or second week of May as we have state testing.
So to go over our uniform policies, our tops, our shirts can be red or navy with our school logo, and the link to order our uniform shirts is on our website as well. Jackets or sweaters need to be solid navy, black, gray, or red. They need to zip or button with no hoodies. Our bottoms can be navy or khaki shorts, skirts, or pants. And then shoes need to be rubber-soled shoes. They need to zip or tie or Velcro, kindergarten preferably Velcro. Boots and sandals are only allowed on our free dress or fancy dress days. Students do need to wear a belt if there are belt loops, and socks with their shoes.
Some tips for kindergarten uniforms. Make sure to write your student's name on their jacket on the tag. We get lots of jackets in our Lost and Found. Bottoms, purchase slightly larger so that shirts can tuck in and it be comfortable for the kids. Magnetic belts are very helpful for kindergartners as they're not able, we can't help them in the bathroom, so a magnetic belt is easier for them. And if they cannot tie their shoes, having Velcro or stretch ties is preferable.
So in our summer learning kindergarten bags, we have a lot of things in there for you to work on with your students at home. They are due back to us at orientation completed. Orientation is on August 9th, and you'll receive a $5 book fair coupon that you can use. We do have 3 book fairs scheduled throughout the school year, and that is one of our big events here at Dundee Elementary Academy. During the summer, we expect students to read 2 books per week. I like for kids to read a balance of fiction and nonfiction, so a storybook and then maybe a book about space or plants or the solar system, something nonfiction. And then there's also a district-provided kinder camp that I emailed to everyone on your welcome email for you to enroll in, and that's for our kindergarten families. If you have a student in 1st through 5th grade, they will be able to continue working on their Smart Ants program, Freckle, and iStation, and those are for students that are currently enrolled in Polk County schools. And then we have the Sunshine State reader books that are posted on our website, and they're the books from this current school year that we're in, and the books for next school year have been released as well. So please make sure students read those books. We do reward our students who read all of the Sunshine State reader books by putting their picture on Facebook and just celebrating them. They earn a prize as well. So please make sure your students get a jump start on that, or catch up if they haven't finished yet this year.
Field trips. In order to go on any of our field trips, you must be an approved volunteer. To become an approved volunteer, you can go to polkschoolsfl.com/get-involved, and all the directions are on the website. It is a $25 background check. If you do work for Polk County Public Schools, you still need to fill out the volunteer application, but your background check is free because since it's already completed with the school board. You have to wait for the application to be approved, and sometimes that can take up to 4 weeks. So make sure you do this at the beginning of the year so that when a field trip comes up, you are not scrambling to be able to go with your student. The background checks are valid for 5 years. And we have a chaperone and volunteer training that comes out at the beginning of every year, and you must complete that. It's usually just a video like this.
So the students will tell you my catchphrase is readers are leaders and travel with books. As I mentioned previously, we like for students to read at least 2 books per week, a balance of fiction and nonfiction. Our reading expectations are posted on our website, and we are keeping track of how many words the students read, and we do that every time they take an accelerated reader test. So we have many students that have reached the Million Word Club this year, and so we do reward them with a special certificate and a special prize with Mrs. Meek, our literacy coach.
Some home responsibilities that we're asking parents from the kindergarten team would be to encourage manners and daily routines. So set those routines so that students get used to having routines during the day. Speak to them on how they should respond respectfully to adults. Try to limit screen time to no more than 30 minutes daily at home. The key is to have balance. So for every 30 minutes they spend on a screen, they should be spending 30 minutes outside, 30 minutes speaking to somebody, 30 minutes listening to someone, and 30 minutes working on fine motor skills. Try to give your students chores. A good rule of thumb is 1 chore per year old that your student is. And again, establish routines for homework and reading time. Set up an area in your home that's just for reading and just for homework so that they know what those responsibilities are when they get home from school.
And some of the fine motor skills that you can work on with your students are coloring, cutting, gluing, things like that would be very helpful to practice over the summer.
And during the school year.
Right. Grading at DEA. So in Florida, we have the benchmarks for excellent student thinking. We refer to these as the best standards or the best benchmarks. And that's what's tested on our state testing, which is called FAST, the Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. We do create our own curriculum maps here. It's called our Program of Inquiry, as I mentioned earlier. And each grade level takes that program of inquiry and they create their weekly lesson plans and their unit plans from the Florida Best and with our IB POI. So meeting grade level expectations would be a C on the report card. That's considered satisfactory and may need additional support in the next grade. Students that earn A's and B's mean that they're exceeding our expectations. And anyone that is not receiving a C for a grade, we do offer grade recovery here with the teachers. And so if a student does make a poor grade, the teachers will work with the students to work their grade up. If they do have a grade recovery on an assignment, the highest grade they'll earn is a 75% on that assignment. In kindergarten, the progress report is provided for the first interim, and then they'll follow the normal report card schedule that 1st through 5th grade follows.
Feeding your Inquirer. So we have free breakfast and lunch. Car riders will have free breakfast until the first bell, and buses, when they arrive, even when they're late, will receive breakfast. Snacks have different rules by teacher, but all snacks must be healthy according to our wellness policy. Where can I find the wellness policy?
If you go to Polk County Schools and you type in wellness policy, the document will pop right up.
Okay. And then for birthdays, if you would like to celebrate your child's birthday, make sure it's prearranged with the teachers. A lot of parents bring in cupcakes from time to time during their recess time, and leave balloons and stuffed animals for home parties.
So for breakfast and lunch, if you choose to send things in with your students, make sure you pack things that they can easily open. Pack a napkin and utensils if they need them. Remember, they only get 25 minutes for lunch, so anything you can do over the summer to practice, set a timer while they're eating so you know that they can open everything in their lunch, eat it within 25 minutes, and then practice cleaning it up as well. Teachers do allow healthy snacks in the classroom, like Ms. Crosswhite mentioned. Snack time usually lasts between 5 to 7 minutes in the classroom. So again, when you're giving them a snack during the summer, make sure it's something that they can easily eat with their fingers, that they can open, they can easily throw away. The teachers prefer not to have juice for the snack. That is just something that they're able to eat very quickly. And just the more you can practice with them, the better. Every minute counts. Finger foods only, yep, and no juice.
Communication. We communicate in a variety of ways here at Dundee Elementary Academy. Of course, we have the agenda that will go home with them every evening that has some of our behavior communication in it. We have our Tuesday folders, so lots of paperwork will go home on Tuesdays. We have our Facebook, like we mentioned earlier, our Saturday newsletter, which you see a picture of on the right here. We send out every other Saturday.
Every other Saturday, usually. Yep.
And then our website. We will also be starting using the app Classmate, and that is new with our district. So that we'll have more information on that next year.
And like I said, every minute matters at our school. So instruction begins right when the bell rings at 8:15, and it goes all the way until 3:15 at the end of the day. So please do not check your students out early unless it's for a doctor's appointment. And then, if they have a doctor's appointment in the middle of the day, please bring them back because we want them here every day. Make sure they're here by 7:45. That's when our campus opens. They need to be in the classroom, done with their breakfast at 8:15 and ready to learn. 3 unexcused tardies or early checkouts does equate to 1 absence in our system when we're looking at things like awards for perfect attendance.
Okay, so we are an IB authorized school. We actually just got reauthorized for another 5 years this September. So we are very excited about that. We have our primary years program for International Baccalaureate, and we have our learner profile, which is characteristics that we expect our students to exhibit. So being principled and caring, being balanced, and being a risk taker.
Reflective.
Yes. We have a learner profile at the end of every month, and the students choose a classmate that exhibits that learner profile attribute the most, and we have a parade that you're invited to. We have our parent engagement calendar that's at the front of the agenda, and we recommend hanging it up on the refrigerator so that you know what all events are happening from August to May. Each classroom or each grade does 6 units of inquiry with IB. They're the same throughout K through 5, but they focus on something different according to each grade's best standards. Do you want to talk about the vision and mission?
Sure. We redid our vision, mission, and shared values just a couple years ago as we were going through our reauthorization process. And so we do review the vision, mission, and shared values with our students on the morning announcements in the morning. So you can practice those with your students as well, and they can practice them with you at home. And we're very proud of them, and we're very invested in our vision and mission and our shared values as a team.
All right. Inquirers are principled. So at our school, we are a PBIS school, Positive Behavior Intervention Support. We use something called a clip chart that you see here in the middle. Students start on level green. I am balanced and ready to learn, and they can either clip up for good behaviors and clip down for poor behaviors. At DEA, we always act, and the kids can act this out and usually can repeat it to you. We say it every morning. We accept responsibility, care for our world, think, and reflect. We also have something called infractions in the agenda. Infractions are for teachers to write kind of like classroom warnings. So if students are interrupting class or not keeping their hands to themselves, not completing homework, they do something called an infraction. On the 4th infraction for the same behavior, it does then become an office referral. So this is just a chance to correct the behavior before it gets to an office referral.
Right. And all of our policies and procedures can be found in the front of the agenda. They're also posted on our website as well. So required assessments, In kindergarten, everyone takes the STAR Early Literacy Assessment, and then in first grade as well. And then they move into STAR Reading. So, STAR Early Literacy tests their foundational reading skills. It's when they're learning to read, and then STAR Reading tests when they make that transition to reading to learn. And then STAR Math is something everyone takes. Accelerated Reader is set up for students to test on the books that they complete, and it'll just ask 5 to 10 comprehension questions, and that's how we keep track of how many words that they read. And then we also have Smarty Ants, Freckle, and iStation that help support your students with reading and math skills. The state assessments are called FAST, Florida Assessment of Student Thinking. And then for our students that are learning the English language, they take the Access Test once a year.
DEA inquirers are independent, so we want you to please follow some of these procedures. Try to bring supplies on orientation day because it's a lot for kids to carry on the first day of school. Bring your student to the cafeteria on the first day of school. Kinder parents will get a colored car tag with your number, and you will hang this number in your car for pickup. Put their car number on their backpack where we can see it, and we'll also do that on the first day of school. Bus riders will also have a tag on their book bags when they get off the bus in the morning. Walkers who live in a 2-mile radius can walk home, and you meet at the end of the gate in the designated walker area. And we do have people that walk them out, but we still recommend the kindergartners not be walkers until they know our routines and procedures.
And some of the ways that you can get involved, the first thing you can do is, well, of course, participating in our up and coming inquirers and watching this presentation for sure is the first step. But then we'll be having our student orientation on August 9th, and it will be from 9 to 10 a.m. and 5 to 6 p.m. So we do offer things in the morning and in the evening to accommodate everyone's busy work schedules. And then our PTSA will be having a theme shirt. We do that every year. And the theme shirt, they accept payment in cash, check, Cash App, or Venmo. It's $15. And that does cover the cost for the shirt and for your PTSA yearly dues. Another way you can get involved is to be a part of our School Advisory Council. The first meeting will be September 19th in the Media Center from 3:45 to 4:30. And the purpose of our School Advisory Council is to review our SIP, which stands for School Improvement Plan, to look at our Family Engagement Plan and make suggestions for improvement and planning for the next upcoming school year. Members also review our Title I allocation. We're a Title I school, and so we look at how can we best support our students and review the budget to make sure that we're spending all of our resources wisely. And then we have a parent-teacher-student association group called PTSA, and we have those meetings typically on Zoom from 6 to 7 p.m., and the first one will be September 5th.
Thank you for joining us today. Of course, if you have any questions, we have answers or solutions most of the time. Please give us a call either at the school or our cell phone number shown on here. We appreciate you taking the time to listen to this presentation and getting your kindergartner ready for August.
And we are so thankful that your family has joined our family. It is an honor and pleasure to be at Dundee Elementary Academy. We are one of 6,000 schools in the world that are IB schools, and we are so thrilled that you are here with us.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.